All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the Slides Podcast, the man, the myth, the legend, Dungeon Family's very own Big Rube. What's good, King?
What's up, my brother? I appreciate you having me on, man. You know it took me.
For sure. Absolutely, man. Now, Rube, normally on this show, we like to highlight and showcase people in the Tampa Bay community, that's doing dope things within the community. But today is special because
I'm a Falcon, but I do it for
you. It's special today, man, because, we got a true legend on the show, man, from ATL, a true legend from, quite honestly, hip-hop's most diverse, most iconic family. Definitely for the Southerners, I can tell you that much, man. We love us some Dungeon Family, bro. So
I was about to say, who is
it? and Slides is an acronym, Big Rube, that stands for some local innovators doing extraordinary stuff. But today, we go change that acronym just for today, for this episode. And I came up with some legendary icons deserve every superlative. And that's you, my man. And
you done pulled out the word the wise with the superlative.
Yeah. For sure. And
I ain't mean to cut you off, but
go ahead.
My name is an acronym. A lot of people don't know that because I love acronyms.
What does it stand for?
Birth is gifted, rise up, be extraordinary.
Oh, I love it. Bro. And I shared something recently.
Accomplishment really to get here. That's interesting. But after you get here, what you gonna walk? You know what I'm saying? Big Rube, birth is gifted. Rise up, be extraordinary.
Rise up, be extraordinary. I love it. And that's one of the things that I feel like me and you are. I feel like me and you are kindred spirits when it comes to that, because me and you are both lovers of acronyms, bro. Like my very first hip hop group back in '92, we were called Brutal, and that stands for bringing rap up to another level. You know what I'm saying? And so when I first heard you on Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music breaking down Outkast, that let me know. I was like, this brother, this a deep thinker. You know what I'm saying? Because it take a lot of thought to make an acronym and make it make sense to tie it all together. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, this brother, I rocks with dude.
It's funny because it's a funny story. I ain't really never told nobody this, but Big Boy from Outkast. But I'm gonna go and tell it now. They had that song Deep on the first album, right?
Uh-huh.
I said, what this mean? This acronym? Like, nah. I said, well, you better take them periods out of there, because when people see D period, E period, E period, P period, they're gonna ask you what it means, because it means he like, we got no meaning for it. I like, let me get a verse on that. He like, ain't no more room. I said, I got 5 verses on that, bro. Two of y'all, let's get a verse. I got to do a song called Deep, Don't Let You Boy on that. So they let me get on that, right? Uh-huh. So talking about the album, it was like 3 albums later. Like it was like by the time they had got to what's the third album? Aquemini.
Yeah.
He was like, never did come up with nothing for Deep. I said, I had something today. I asked you to do a verse on that. He said, what was it? I said, don't expect everything pimp. And he was like, why you never say nothing? I said, because you wouldn't let me get no verse. Like, no verse. So you take them periods out there.
Right.
You put you on that. Because that was right up my alley. I said, don't expect everything pimp from us.
Love it, man. And it's so funny you say that, because I always wondered. I'm like, what does it stand for? Because like you said, I saw those periods. I was like, what does Deep stand for?
It just stand for Deep, but they thought it was cute with periods and that. But see, that's my job. I'm like BASF.
Yeah.
I might not take it, but I make it better.
There it is.
but you got to include your boy. You want me? You got to.
Yeah.
I give you 99 ideas, but the 100th one, you got to at least let me get in on it. You know what I'm saying?
Get in on that. Right.
Boy, when I was 18, 19, man, you know how old cats be talking about, when I was younger this, when I was younger that, I was strong, I was cool. Bruh, between the ages of 15 to 25, I was coming up with enough ideas every single day, 7 days a week, 24/7, 365 and 1/4, to put at least 10 or 15 millionaires on a day. I had so many ideas, but after a while, I was like, you know what? Because cats ain't really, because it's almost like gold. If gold and diamonds were just laying on the ground, they wouldn't be that special. So I was like, I let y'all see what it is. But if you just keep throwing them out there, it look too easy, so cats don't respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just gotta really, it's like Nike. They're only gonna make a certain amount of Nike.
Yeah.
They way charge you $200.
Yeah, I got you.
We make 10,000 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We made more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Jaguar making cars by hand, they can make more.
Yeah.
But they can charge you more. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it wasn't about charging. It's just about respect. It's like, man, I'm giving y'all some. What? I got stuff right now in my notebook and my phone from the 90s to the early 2000s that will blow your mind right now at 21. It blow my mind. I look back on like, dang, what was that on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's idea after idea after idea after idea. They always saw me writing and drawing, but it's like I wasn't always writing verses. Sometimes stories, okay. But it's like I'm like, man, I'll be telling y'all about these ideas, and then 5 years later you come back and tell me the same idea like I didn't just tell you that 5 years ago.
Right.
There's no one particular person. That's just my plight dealing with all these Homo sapiens.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, Rube, I feel like you, CeeLo, Snoop Dogg, Method Man, all of y'all have very distinct, very recognizable voices. So I wanted to know, at what point did you realize that fact for yourself, and what made you decide to go ahead and use that voice to pursue music?
Well, it's kind of funny because that connects to something that when I was a kid, right, I like superheroes. And nobody in my family, my brother is the closest to my voice, but he don't even sound like me. So I don't know where you know what I mean? You know how some people, I got inflections and tone, I talk like my uncles, but my actual voice don't sound like nobody in my whole family. So I guess I got it from one of the women if they was a dude, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's like when I was a kid, I used to sit there and look in the mirror and be like, I want a square jaw like Batman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like I would will. When I was a kid, I didn't know you couldn't do it until somebody told me you couldn't do it. But it was too late. I willed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I want like a big. You know what I'm saying? Like,
villainous almost, right?
Yeah, because to me, I done heard like cats have home videos. And when I was young, I was like, that's like Mickey Mouse. Like I thought my voice was deep on that first Outkast album. I listened to that joint one day and was like, yeah, I sound like about 12 years old. But see, it's almost like you ever listen to singers like, say, Tina Turner or Aretha Franklin when they was young, they could sing.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got old and then drunk too much liquor and smoked too much cigarettes and stayed up too many nights on the road, it just had a whole nother grain to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the voice is kind of like wine. You don't want to let it spoil, but at the same time, when you age it actually, the tone of it, not just the words, not the ideas that you put across, but the actual sound of your voice can show an experience or a journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's usually what people don't really, it's a lot of cats. You know what I'm saying? Look at Raquel.
Yeah.
Raquel's voice was way higher than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? He sounded even better than that than he did then, and that's almost impossible. Seeing like, but I mean,
because that was one of the things that we loved about it.
Big gray beard schoolers from 18-year-olds, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about murdering them in freestyle.
Yeah.
Even Ice Cube, me and my boy Ray, who we call Yoda, Organized Noise, we were mad because on that first NWA album, Cube got one of the most iconic voices in hip hop.
Yes.
He couldn't rap, but his voice was so amazing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's like the CeeLo thing. But Ice Cube had a voice that really epitomized gangster. Like,
yes.
But at the same time, it was kind of towards that black conscious gangster because he had that Chuck D vibe with it.
Yeah. Right.
It was like that's Ice Cube. You
know
what I'm saying?
Right.
But it had all them effects on his voice. I hated that. I always wish they'd go back and remaster that first NWA album, take the effects off of Ice Cube's voice, bro.
Right.
Because when he started, when the next album came out, when his stuff came out and took out, it was like, boy, that dude's voice is dope. But it's like, to me, it's like everything has three things. Most people think the people that think they're smart think everything got two things, a negative and a positive. But it's some holding negative and positive together. What makes them be held together? See, you can put bricks and wood up, but if you ain't got no nails and mortar holding that thing together, your house gonna fall down. You know what I'm saying? You can have $1 million take the lug nuts off the wheels, you ain't going nowhere. So it's to me, what joins something together is just as important, if not more important, than what it's joining
the
together.
Actual thing, okay.
Like Legos wouldn't be fine if it didn't have them little divots. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Atom would exist without the neutron. Neutron, that's literally called a neutron. Nothing. But without it, you couldn't get a nuclear chain reaction. There would be no such thing as an atom. So yeah, every particle has an opposite particle, but there's something tethering them together. They call it quantum entanglement. What's entangling them? That's what I be wanting. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. If you're a religious type of cat, you look in the Bible, they say the Trinity, Holy Trinity. Everything is threes.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's like even in a marriage, it's not two people, it's three.
Right.
If you believe in the institution of marriage, it's
right.
wife, where it's the spouses and God.
And God, yeah.
Even when you doing math, you got X, 2X, 3X. You don't see the one because the one is automatically just there.
Yeah.
It's most important and most underestimated number in the world. You got to start with it, and you got to end with it.
Yeah.
Because I can go, okay, this is one computer chip. After I get 30 or 40,000 computer chips, I have one computer. I get 30 or 40,000 computers, I got one internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like everything, no matter how big something gets, when you add that last straw, it go from being a whole bunch of stuff to one. So unification. This is like we one people.
Wow, bro.
It's a trillion cells in our body. Yeah. I just rubbed off 500,000 of my own. But guess what? I'm one person.
Yeah.
You don't look at it as a trillion cells.
Right.
You don't look at Kool-Aid as sugar water and fake fruit powder. It's Kool-Aid.
It's Kool-Aid.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that brings me to this next point, which you ain't asking me about, but I'm going to throw it in there. People got problems, right? People say, what's the answer? It don't matter. What's the solution? See, there's a lot of answers, but there's only one solution. It literally got solo right at the beginning of the word. A solution is when you take all that mess and you come up with at least that one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even looking at it from a scientific standpoint, Einstein had general relativity, special relativity. Special relativity works for quantum. General relativity works for the big. But the holy grail of physics, which is the holy grail of science, is to find one theory that explains all creation.
Wow.
Because as long as that, how you used to be you doing math, you gotta, you have you do a division and you have that little extra left over.
Yeah.
That's aggravating. You know that
that remainder.
Right. That remainder. But see, the beauty of it is we designed to chase and crave perfection. But you can't have it. That way, you'll never not have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Time ago, somebody said, well, I'm tired of going to plays. Listen to the radio. Then somebody said, what if we could see these cats? Somebody said, what if it was in color? What if I ain't have to get up and change the channel?
Yeah.
Now I can go, Xbox, turn HBO. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After a while, there won't be no TV right there in the head. It is, but my point is, I don't care how advanced we get, whether it be spiritually, socially, whether it be we go to science route, whatever route you want to go. I don't care how far up you get. There's no end to the ascension. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
It's like a video game. The kids gonna love this since it's a family show. It's a video game that I don't know if they play it called Feeding Frenzy.
Okay.
Where no, not Feeding Frenzy. That's a shark, but you be a little fish.
Okay.
Little fish. Every time you eat, you get bigger until you're the biggest fish.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the boy, and they put you in another pond, and you're the littlest fish. You're the same fish, old giant fish, but now you're the littlest. Right. Then you keep eating till you're the biggest fish.
Right.
And then you're the littlest fish. Then you keep eating till you're the biggest fish. No matter how big you get, you go to another pond and you're smallest.
And you're the smallest fish. Wow.
So, you take a picture of Shaquille O'Neal in front of a white background with nothing to compare him to. He's just like a regular cat.
Right.
Something to compare him to.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's heavy.
It's like a sunny day. We
that's
only
heavy,
appreciate
it. I love it. It ain't no coincidence that your name is Big Rube because you're dropping big gems, brother. Big gems.
It's funny how I got that name. I had a partner of mine. You heard him rap before on that first Beat 'Em Out album. My boy Chief. He be busting gospel. He rapping on that what's the name? Some ghetto.
Oh yeah, ghetto is from that's from the Soul Food album, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He do not stutter when he raps, which is amazing. That how I know you use a different part of your brain when you find it. But he stutter when he talk.
Wow.
Don't do it no more. But he, everybody called me Rube in school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My family called me my family nickname, which was too cute to tell on here. But and one day I snuck out the house to go to Jelly Beans. All the old school Atlanta cats know what I'm talking about. It's the Cascade on the ATL with the fake Jelly Beans. But we go to Jelly Bean on Sunday and go skating. I snuck out, got my sister's car. She covered for me. Went and picked up my two cousins. They too young to get all that. We just doing all kind of crazy stuff. I let the window up and he caught his hand. He's like, God dog, Big Rube, big Rube. You messed me up, Big Rube. My cousin thought that was just so funny.
Yeah.
They kept calling me Big Rube.
Right.
And then my other cousins said, all the way back around to that time, my mama called. I was like, come on, man. Mama called me Rube. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you can't make up your own name.
Right, right.
I started rapping at 12 or 13. My name was MC Def, the mic controller doing everything fresh. We like acronyms.
Yeah.
But it was like, that didn't stick. It was like, I just want MC in front of my name, so hip hop,
Right.
Somebody like my sister would be like, who is Mac Def? But he called me Big Rube, he struck like you. But I mean,
yeah,
it's so on the nose. But at the same time, I thought about it, I was like, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Because what is a rube historically? A sucker, a mark, a person easy to get on. Like when they used to do the carnival, we're gonna get these rubes for their money. The country, dumb bucket, that's a rube.
Okay.
So I love that. Come on around and think of that way to do.
Yeah. This ain't what you thought. I love it, bro.
Dad's name was Rube. My name Rube. I'm big. So that's on the nose, but at the same time, there's a lot of different things. And one day I was sitting up there thinking about, I was like, make an acronym out my name. And it just came to me.
Yeah. That's what's up. I made one for Shaw Core too when I first came up with that back in '92. It was so hard and deaf because of raw eloquence. Yes, sir. So, Rube, real quick for me, man, can you just kind of walk me through your whole writing process? Pretty much from start to completion, because I'm a writer, and I know a lot of us, we kind of have our own ways, but there's certain things I feel like there's certain parallels that we have. So, like, do you like to get the music first, or does it not matter?
Well, I ain't gonna say it don't matter. It doesn't matter in the sense of I'm gonna get it written, but it does matter in the sense of I'm sure that different situations will influence me different. But what I had to learn was, instead of saying I do this way, I'm gonna do it whatever way I need to do it. You know what I'm saying? To make it dope. So it's like when I start out like everybody else, listen to the same beat 437 times till you hate the beat. You can't bang your head against the wall. You got 4 lines. But then I had writer's block. I'm 49. I had writer's block since I was probably about 29 or 30 because I figured it out.
Okay.
I listened to the beat for a little while to figure out what cadence I'm gonna use. After that, I cut it off so my ears be fresh and start doing what I do normally. Because I'm just now saying, what am I doing on here? I'm being me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be me. I'll sit around listening to the same beat over and over all day. I'm listening to the beat, know what I need to do, and get started. Just get like just pull the thread.
Yeah.
I'm watching movies. I'm doing whatever I do.
Right.
Half time when I be writing, I'm sitting around watching TV or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or just vibing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a lot of times conversation, like I might have a conversation with you right now, and in my head, I'm like, I thought of some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I learned that instead of trying to force that peg into the hole, get the hole in the peg, just float. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know Bruce Lee was better at philosophy than he was at kung fu. He said water, strongest force known to man. It can fit into any container.
Yeah.
So be like water.
Be like water. Yeah.
Like strong and still big. Because when you're big, you don't break. And that way you'll last. But see what I do is, because sometimes cats, especially producers, they hit me up and say, I don't want you to do it over beat, I want you to do it a cappella because I want to get the vibe for the beat off you. Yeah. Okay, fine. So what I be needing is just kind of subject matter. I always use the euphemism of I win the race. Just tell me what lane you want me to drive in.
Okay.
Like, I don't care what lane I'm driving in, but I need to know which one you want to take that photo finish. I'm gonna come across the starting line, but I need to know where you want me at. So what the song about, or what idea are you trying to get across, or whatever.
Okay.
And then what I do, you know this because we work together. And I say, well, anything that you want me to just give, I don't care what it is. You can tell the story about your grandmama. So I don't care what it is. Anything that you want me to kind of wrap my head around while I'm writing.
Yeah.
At that point, I kind of get like an abstract form in my mind of I guess if it was a person, you would say the soul of the verse.
Yeah. Right.
And then now I got to build the body, which is like the hardest part of life, really. Birth, death, something you can't control.
Yeah.
It's hard to get there, and don't nobody want to leave. But really, what's important is what you do in the middle.
Yeah.
But people don't pay attention to that. They pay attention to baby, newborn baby. They pay no attention to what that man did their whole life. You know what I'm saying?
That dash in between, right?
Yeah, that's what connects your birth and your death, is what your path.
Right.
So it's like, I'm gonna make sure that it's hard for me to, a lot of times, because I might have, while I'm trying to write a line or whatever it is, thought is faster than anything physical. So I got 15 lines.
Yeah.
That's pointing towards that arrow, but I'm trying to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like you drink too many beers and you go to the restroom. Once I get that line, it'll count 4 out.
Yeah.
But then I gotta wrap it up.
Right.
So
right.
Right. Like grab me, you can't stop talking, but you're like, do play them off the stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I learned the technique of just being able to, when I'm doing especially spoken word, I don't count bars or nothing. Like if somebody give me a beat and I need to be at a certain time, end up by the hook, I usually can pull that off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's over when it's over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
but as I'm writing it, if you listen to a bunch of my verses now, you'll see the flow of it. It doesn't just end abruptly. It doesn't just have like a drop up. It's gonna be a build, and it's gonna be action packed enough to keep you in.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one thing, not a collection of things.
Not a collection of things, right?
It's like
everything's go tied to the same point that you're trying to make, basically.
It's an album and a mixtape. A mixtape is a whole bunch of stuff, like we talking about earlier. An album is one thing.
One thing, yeah.
What kind of song you got on there? It's one album.
Right.
But some record ain't no album.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
There's a big between a compilation and an album. People don't know that.
When I write, and I'm sure you probably feel this way too, like two of the most important things for me when I write is like that opening line and that last line.
And we twins.
Yeah, that opening line it's gotta grab their attention. You know what I mean? So pretty much they gonna be hooked to see, okay, what's the next line gonna be? And then that last line is I'm putting that stamp on it.
Catch them in the first few seconds.
Yeah.
Most cats done stop listening already.
Right. Just like a movie, right? You know how they say you got to hook them within like the first 10 minutes, you know?
It's like the average song, back in the day, we first started out 4, 5, 6 minutes. Before that, 10-minute song, 8 minutes, and all that. Now the song will be 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if a cat explaining the song, he put play it for longer than the actual song is, I don't even want to hear it.
Right.
If it took me 10 minutes to tell me about a 2-minute song, I don't even want to hear the song.
Right.
Because they were one way to tell somebody about a song.
Boop, push play.
Push play. You ain't got to tell me about it. If the song is a good song, then you ain't got to tell me nothing. Just play it.
Yes, sir.
Let song be talk. Go to studio, do all that recording. Now you got to have footnotes.
Right.
The whole point of making the song as an artist was to get the solution.
Yeah.
Not a bunch of unproven theories. Like I don't need to hear no explanation. Now sometimes you want to know where a cat head was at when he wrote. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah.
But just off the rip, just play me the song.
Play me the song. Because I could I'll probably have an answer to my question after I hear what you got to say anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just no idiot. Somebody might say, well, I dedicate this song to my grandma. Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying, don't take 10 minutes explaining to me about those songs that ain't 2 minutes long.
Right. I wanted to ask you, Rube. I wanted to ask you real quick. What is it to you personally as a member, as a first generation member, what is it about the Dungeon family that makes you guys just so special and so different from everybody else? What do you think? Like, do you think it's one thing that sums it up, or is it's a multitude of things?
Nah, it's several things. But the simple answer is diversity.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody the same, and everybody dope. That's the simple. That's the obvious. But really, what it is you get the name. It's not the crew. It's not the clique. It's the Dungeon family.
Yeah.
Cats might fight, argue, whatever, just like you do with your family, but they share your family.
Yeah.
I love every last one of them. I don't even like some of them. You know what I'm saying? I love every last one of them, like blood.
Right.
For real. Like, I'm talking about like life or death love.
Yeah.
But some of them don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. Right. I got people genetically related to me, that don't like. So but I love them.
But you love them. Yeah.
But because I got to, because if I hate you, I hate myself. You know what I'm saying? Because we all part of one thing. But it's like, I think what makes Dungeon family special is partially the outside observer observing us is special, because that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We just regular cats, but I think what it is was, like I said earlier, we weren't trying to force nothing. We just being out. Every cat in the Dungeon family is how he is. Like when you hear them songs, cool. Got a song where he say something, but then he say, because I look like I sound and I rap how I talk.
Yes.
Something like that. The cats tell me, you sound just like you do on the record. I said, it's me.
It's me. Right.
Yeah. But I know what they're saying though. But my point is, you don't have to wonder who this is, and then the content. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's say act like every single 100% of every song been the number one smash.
Right.
But percentage wise, I think, you know what I'm saying, we up there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
With all the records that's been made from Dungeon Family Cats.
Yeah.
I would say that we're definitely on the high end of making quality music.
Definitely.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying, I like to give myself a little credit too, because I threatened cats when I bought the first beat machine. I was like, man, we ain't make no ignorant music. I unplugged it, bro. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to use it. I bought it for y'all to use, but now, you know what I mean?
I think I heard CeeLo saying that in an interview recently, how you bought the first beat machine for the crew.
Yeah, because, you know what I'm saying, what it was I don't like when cats try to like be on some leverage type stuff, like, because he got equipment, we got to mess with this cat, but he really whack.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about your equipment, bro. I said, I go back. I said, what we need? I ain't even know what, could name not one beat machine. Probably ain't no kick drum, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sleepy said, we need he said, it's a new beat machine called FPC 60. We had that, we'd be on. You know, he been doing music since he was a kid.
Yeah.
He grew up his father did music. I said, all right, I'm gonna buy one Monday. He started laughing. $2,500. It was 1989. I said, I'm gonna buy one Monday. Went home, bed. My mama let me get a little money out of that. All week. She finally get up to the point where me and Rico had to ride to the house and show her what I bought.
Yeah.
We went to Dundee, hooked it up. They were messing with it. Everybody messing with it with headphones. Next morning, we woke up, Rick done with it, bought mixer. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Because I guess he looked at it. He did, excuse my language. He was like, this guy did serious. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna, if somebody is willing to put that in, I'm gonna put it in.
I'm gonna put it in, right.
And that's what I love about it. Majority of us is like this. Everybody has contributed to what we are.
Yeah.
Pretty much equally. Whether or not somebody thinks it's equal on the outside or not. For example, EJ we thought it came over the name Dungeon Family.
Really?
Yeah. On the song Holiday.
Yeah.
He said, the Dungeon Family, that's the first time that was ever said on a song.
Mm.
You show the song before Every Day is a Holiday, they say Dungeon Family, and I'll show you a time machine, because that's the first song ever said. But what happened was, we got Rico kicked out of his apartment because, bumping the beat machine and stuff. So found a house. His mom's was like, yo, you got to pay the rent because it's more than the apartment. So we had a little studio up, which is funny, connected to Jelly Beans. He's like, well, I can't pay for this no more. I got to pay for the, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to put the studio in the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Studio in the basement. And it was like, I forgot who it was, big boy, somebody, I can't remember. Man, it's like a dungeon. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like this is like a dungeon. He kept saying it. So one day EJ was like, man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't no clique. We a family. We the dungeon family. He said just like that.
Yeah. Just like that.
It's just like a nickname. You don't choose it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't choose your last name unless you change it, but it's like we dungeon family. You know what I'm saying?
Family. Yeah.
I done said it on verse like we ain't no clique, we ain't no crew, none of that.
Yeah.
It's family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all family, but we lived as a family. We slept on floor together. That man, mama let us come over there 24/7, bro. 365. Sleep bag, all kind of stuff.
Right.
All y'all, 13, 14 cats in my house every day, just rowdy. But you know what I'm saying? Without every single, without Rico Mama, without me, without Witch Doctor, without every single part.
Yeah.
It would have been completely different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's a microcosm of humanity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time somebody takes somebody out of, of the game, quote unquote, how you know you're taking out a cancer cure or a savior or whatever.
Yeah, right.
So when you counsel somebody out, you can be counseling you are counseling yourself out.
You are, yeah.
I can't stab myself in the hand and say I didn't stab myself, I stabbed my hand. But see, it's easy to see the connection to me and my hand.
Right.
People don't see the connection between themselves and other people.
Right.
But you even more connected to another person than you in your own hand.
Yeah. I love it, bro.
Which is why you ain't nobody got to teach you to feel bad or feel guilty when you do something like that. Unless you got a problem, you feel bad when you do something bad. You feel good when you do something good. That's not taught. That's instinct. It's a reason.
Instinct, right.
Same way if I scratch an itch, it feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I do something, somebody else feels good to me because I'm doing something good for myself.
Right. So, your name and your legend, it continues to ring loud from generation to generation. You worked with Offset, you worked with Earth Gang, 21 Savage. I was just thinking that's got to be pretty dope that the artists that are quote unquote popping today, the younger artists, they still reach back and say, hey, I got to have Big Rube on my project. So I just wanted to know what that feels like and what do you think that's a testament to?
Well, it feels great because, you always want to stay relevant, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's not to be self-serving, but a testament to me not trying to be exclusive, but inclusive.
Yeah.
Not alienating me. I try to, the message or whatever it may be is not for just one group. I ain't never just been for Black people or just dudes or just young or just, you know what I'm saying? This is humanity we're talking about right now.
Right.
It's a long game. That's what people don't understand. What's happening tomorrow next week don't really mean nothing compared to what's happened 20 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I love that analogy where they say if you broke down the universe, roughly 13.5 billion years old. So if you broke that down to a calendar of 12 months, humanity has been here. We got to the party at December 31st at 11:59. That's how long we've been here. 1 second. Compared to everything, but we know everything.
Yeah.
That's like walking in a New Year's Eve party. You ain't seen nobody all year. You want to try to tell DJ what music to play. Sit down, man. You ain't got no. You know what I'm saying? You learn something, but it's like I think that partially due to cats having older cats that wanted to turn them on, like whether it was a big brother, uncle, whoever, that turned them on so they grew up listening to it and resonated with them.
Yeah,
that just resonated with them. Like you might take care. You might not know everybody. Like, oh, yeah, I heard that song. That's Outkast. I heard they hear it. They resonate with them. And some cats just, they just, like they students of it, even though they're young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And I guess they feel like I can mess with this cat. It don't sound. It won't be lame if I put it on there. Cause you point blank can't be lame.
Right. Right.
It's just like somebody might be giving you a great written song, but if it don't sound good, you don't listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care how great the message is. If it sound like crap, I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's got to sound good to the point where people listen to songs that ain't talking about Jack. That sound good.
Right.
So if you can marry a good sound with with a well-written or well-done piece of art or whatever it is. It's just like a painting. If it's visually aesthetic, I won't look at the painting. I won't look at no ugly painting.
Right.
I won't look at ugly things.
Yeah.
But if I can get something, but if it moves me emotionally, that's a great painting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It moves everybody. It's legendary. You change the world with a painting.
Yeah.
Change the world with a picture, a dance move, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like some things just transcend. It's different ways to communicate. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done broke everything down to so mechanical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, text, there's more misunderstanding that went on with texting, but between autocorrect, bad syntax,
yeah.
and you being in your own mind when you read it.
Yeah.
It's miscommunication.
Yeah, so much get lost.
That's why I try to use commas and periods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Emoticons help, but really when you're talking to somebody, you can hear the tone of their voice. But even when you we looking at each other now, we can see somebody's. There is so many different things. You got all these muscles in your face. You got your eyes. You got your body language, your voice, your tone, everything.
Yeah.
Goes into that communication.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like anything else. Nothing is really one-sided, or else it's it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's flat.
Right.
Flat ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's cartoon. So it's like a diamond don't shine until you put some facets on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Real talk.
everything you gotta have different sides.
Yeah.
And with this industry, especially, a lot of times they kind of try to showcase one side, which probably ain't even a side in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
People think from a 2.5 minute video, and they don't understand if you're a person just like they are with many different facets, many different moves, many different dreams, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why you don't do it? Like I do a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like cats, might like me for the spoken word, but I might do a lot of things that you might like.
Yeah.
Whether I don't really care if you like it or not. I'm doing it because I love it.
Because you love it.
I'm a human being, and all human beings are multifaceted.
Yeah.
Good or bad, or both.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what makes you complete, or well-rounded, or whatever you want to call it. But that brings a depth.
Yeah.
To people. You know what I'm saying? It'd be wacky if we all sounded, looked, acted exactly the same.
Right.
If I go to and cats sound like they do in SWAT, I mean, I might well stay at home.
True that.
Go away to France and get some grits for it. I can get some grits
right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I feel that. Yeah.
The diversity.
Exactly.
Is what makes it interesting. Also, what makes it strong.
Yeah.
One of the reasons America is strong is because people from all over people want to say keep it pure. Pure is weak because it's not pure. Pure is when you take the strongest elements, join them together to decrease the weak elements. Taking a whole bunch of people that's too closely related and combining a bunch of all their weaknesses is gonna make the weaknesses transcend the strengths. So that's why genetic diversity is the key to strength. But genetic diversity means mental diversity.
Yeah.
Spiritual diversity.
Right.
Intellectual diversity.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be burning people at the stake and hanging people for doing science or whatever it is, or you know what I'm saying, you forcing your religion down these folks. I mean, okay, at the end of the day, once you done obtain your goal of forcing everything you want to force on everybody,
now what? Right.
And that's just all one big shade of gray. And on top of that, you're not accomplishing anything because it wasn't done of free will.
Yeah.
And
if you think about just us as human beings and
get a point to say, do what you want to do. I'm gonna be your guy, but I ain't right.
Do what you want to do. Yeah. Free will. Like you said.
Sorry, people say the devil made me do it. That's impossible. God can't even make you do stuff. So how can the devil make you?
Exactly. He give us free will. Yeah.
Is that the devil is more powerful than God? The devil is a lie. Because he can't lie. If you believe the actual, if we're in the realm and between the parentheses of the Bible, it's an angel. Angels can't lie. See, people forget about that because his name's not the devil. He's an angel. They disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He lied in when he told God you weren't studying what he was talking about. So why are you gonna lie now? You know what I'm saying? He ain't a lot of guy. He got a lot of you.
Yeah.
See, that's what you call a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Devil tell the truth. That's how he get you. He tell the pure truth.
Mm.
I know God said do it this way, but you know about 10 other ways you can do that same thing. I ain't saying which way you should do it. I'm just letting you know it's 10 other ways. That's the temptation.
Yeah.
It's up to you to pick your path.
Yeah.
You got a choice. That's where the intellectual diversity comes. That's where the strength comes in. I'd rather have a bunch of choices. Then I can take credit for my success instead of trying to, you know what I'm saying, thank or put blame on somebody else.
Mm.
You know, it's just like me blaming my daddy for you can't blame my daddy for what I did in my life. He got me here.
Yeah.
Him and my mom got me here, but it's up to me to figure out what I'm doing between that time.
Right.
The sins of the father or whatever. It's like you can't blame. It's just like with slavery or whatever. Yeah, okay. First of all, everybody who had a slave dead. Second of all, where they get them slaves from? 10 people went to Africa and kidnapped half a million people? No. They bought them from other so-called Africans.
Yeah.
So maybe a little unity would have eliminated it.
Mm.
Or maybe a little, it's like ants. You look at an ant. People don't think about an ant minuscule, you step on them. But ants are so unified.
Yeah.
That ant colony in science is considered to be one organism because they don't care about the individual. There is no individual. There is no I. They'll lock arms to go across the water and they know they're going to die. So the rest of them get across. They don't care about that. They care about the success of the species, of the colony, of the race, you know, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, we're a species. There ain't no such thing as a race.
Mm.
I ain't never seen a white dude. I ain't never seen a black dude. You know, I ain't never seen no actual black dude.
Right.
Like my computer.
Right.
Or actual white dude like my piano key.
Right.
In my life, not even albino. Because it's too many layers and facets to you. You got red blood up under there, blue veins, all kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Light in you, you know what I'm saying? But when it boils down to it, if we was different species, which is what race really means, how can a black person have a kid with a white person? Because you're the same.
Yeah.
You just got on a different suit.
Yeah.
If I go scuba diving with a spacesuit on, you know, white people look like they look because of the human being having a specialized way of evolution where you can. It's a crapshoot. You might, you know, evolve the wrong way, but colder climates, warmer climates.
Yeah.
It doesn't change what or who you are, because what or who you are ain't this. This is a vehicle.
Yeah.
If I'm off road and I ain't going in no Porsche, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with a Jeep.
Right.
That doesn't change who I am.
Right.
I might have had 10 cars, but I'm still the same cat through all 10 of them cars on the bus. I don't care what it is, Uber. I'm still me.
Yeah.
So how's my vehicle defining me? It's not. But this is a tool that we use to negotiate this reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna dive way out in the ocean without no scuba tank, without no flippers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How am I gonna go to space without a spacesuit? How am I gonna go inside of a fire without the fireproof suit on? Right. I need the vehicle, or I need the something to help me negotiate the environment to be more successful. Yeah. That's all that.
Right.
That's physical. That's matter, which actually doesn't matter, which is hilarious because we put the definition of matter is something that's important.
Mm-hmm.
But first, it was things that you could touch, see, and feel.
Right.
We think that's all that's important. That's why the word matter means something important. But that's such an infinitesimally small part of the universe. Most of the universe is ethereal, not material.
Mm.
You can see it, touch it, smell it. All these touch, taste, smell, all that. You can't. Why you think it was up there as black?
Mm.
It ain't black. It's light ain't caught up with it. It never will because light wasn't made first.
Mm.
So you can see it because to see something, light got to bounce off it back to you. Light can't bounce off something to touch it. Light can't catch up with it in the universe. So it's always going to be like people say empty space. No such thing. Space. That's like saying empty water. Water is there.
Yeah.
Space is the thing.
Yeah.
It's there. For you to be there, you have to move it out the way.
Right.
But it wants to be where it's supposed to be, so it's going to press back on you.
Right.
The more space you move, the harder it press.
Mm-hmm.
I can prove it to you. You go to a big planet that's dense. heavy gravity. You go in there, fill your bathtub right now all the way to the top, then get in it. What's gonna happen?
That water go overflow.
Right. But space ain't gonna overflow, it's gonna push back on
you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you go deep down in that ocean, you're gonna find out that water, that ocean ain't gonna overflow, it's gonna crush you.
Yeah.
Because it's enough pressure. So we gotta for anything to win, something else gotta lose. For anything to get, something else gotta give. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not enough. For one thing to always get and one thing to always give. There's a balance.
Imbalance.
Sometimes you give, sometimes I give.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
right.
That's literally communication, interaction, everything, all those words mean together, bonded, equally. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's not communication if I'm talking and nobody else talk.
Yeah.
That's just me talking.
Yeah.
That's a speech.
That's a monologue. That's a monologue, right? Yeah, for sure.
But you know what I'm saying? But it's like for us to truly share ideas and to truly elevate, we have to actually bounce the ideas and bounce the beliefs off each other without getting angry at what somebody else believes.
Thinks or believes, yeah.
Yeah, you can't control nobody. Even if you could, I wouldn't want to.
I feel that.
I want to control. Play a video game. They're around here trying to control everybody. It's just too much.
Right, right.
I wouldn't even want that responsibility. All you got to do is go watch Bruce Almighty and you'll stop it.
So speaking of bouncing ideas off of one another, Big Rube, I wanted to ask you, are there any dream collaborations on your bucket list? Because I mean, you work with some greats already, but is there that one artist that is like, man, if I can do that, that's gonna be it. You know what I mean?
Not really, because I ain't never cared about collaboration. I mean, I do collaborate because I just care about making dope music.
Yeah.
So my dream is just make dopest songs. I don't care who it is.
Who it is.
Just roll them down the street.
Yeah.
Or rock them or whoever.
Yeah.
Cat ain't born yet. I don't care who it is. As long as we're, as long as we're elevating the art form.
Yeah.
And artistry and audience. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Because what art really breaks down to is this, to me, in my opinion. It's as close as you can get to somebody actually seeing through your eyes. A true artist, what he's doing is showing you what he sees.
Yeah.
Showing you what he hears, showing you what he feels, and getting you to feel that way. And also giving you enough freedom to feel different.
Mm-hmm.
And see true art is organic, it's fluid, just like a person. You're not the same person, exact person you were when you're 12 years old.
Right.
So you can listen to a song when you're 12 and then listen to that same song when you're 24. The words ain't changed, the beat ain't changed, but you feel different about that song.
Yeah.
As if it changed. Because you changed and it was fluid enough to change with you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't you can't go, if you're in the ocean, you can't go in no corner where there ain't no water at. Unless it's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like the water flow is fluid. The music flow is fluid. It's supposed to surround you, get in you, just like space.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're more connected to just the actual art of it, not so much who's creating it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I draw, I write. To me, it's just like I put you like this. When I first started rapping and stuff, I was about 12, 13. I just looking at TV like I want to be dope. Like I just want to be the best. I want to be the dopest. I want cats to be like, that ain't buddy dope.
Yeah.
I wasn't like I want a chain or Porsche, none of that. I was just like, man, I want to just be like,
yeah,
like hard like the Red Sea when you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
like let this dude through because he is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should have wanted money a little bit more. But you know what I'm saying? I forgot that. But the universe has a way of giving you what you focus on.
Yeah. But no, I feel that, man. I feel that. I think that's what we all, as lovers of this art form, specifically hip hop, that's what caught all of our attentions, man. It was like, man, look how they putting those words together. Look how they're riding to that beat. Look at that cadence. Look at that flow. It's making me feel something. I'm getting a reaction off of this music that I'm hearing, and it was
exquisite.
Yeah.
Look at you can take. I'm a scientist too, but you can take like I just think like the guy be like, I don't like his equations. Why not? They right, yeah, but they clumsy. Could be more elegant than that. You like it's a bunch of numbers on the board, but the physicists see it. Yeah. Like, nah, he could have did this like this, and it would have been the same outcome. But it was so much more beautiful getting to that outcome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The process.
I go ahead and make a song with drums and pianos and all the rest of it from beginning to end. That don't mean it's beautiful.
Right.
I might accomplish the task technically, but that means it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then when something is so beautiful that so many other people see the beauty in it, it's just like a kid or something, having a kid, you're proud of it. You know what I'm saying? And then as it grows, as it goes out there and affects, you know what I'm saying? You see people walking up to you saying stuff like you affect them in a positive way. It ain't no dollar amount you can put on that.
Exactly. That's sweet.
That stuff me like, real, like for real. A lot of times, like, man, Dungeon Family, whatever. I heard this. One for y'all, I would graduate. One for y'all, I would be in jail. One for y'all, I'd be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff that say to me.
Yeah.
That right there is
that's the reward, right, bro?
That's why I started doing this.
Yeah.
What can I do that to accomplish?
Yeah.
The goal that I set out to do.
Yeah. I feel that, bro. Like that first Outkast album, Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something, man. That song at the time, I was not working. I was still staying home with my parents. I was like 18, 19, and I wasn't working, and I was in school, but I knew I needed money. You know what I mean? And it was just like, man, I felt like they were talking to me, bro. I felt that. That's one of CeeLo hardest verses too, bro. Not just one of CeeLo hardest verses. That's one of one of the top verses.
That's the verse when my boy when they brought my boy JD and rest in peace and my boy Killer B. They was managing that time. They was trying to manage. They like, we got this dude CeeLo, man, and brought him over there. And a couple of cats knew him from going to school with it. Over there. That's the verse he bust.
Man.
They brought him over there to be an outcast because he's actually outcast age.
Yeah.
Good Mob, a couple years older.
Right.
We go like, nah, he gonna be in Good Mob.
Yeah. Yeah. I had always heard that. I had heard that CeeLo was supposed to be an outcast.
That's much he was like rap something. He bust that verse. It was over with. Instant dungeon. But it's just like this. People like, well, how you get in the dungeon family? I be like, how you get in your family?
You born into it.
How you got in your family?
Yeah, you just ended up there, right?
It's in your blood. It's in you.
Yeah.
You literally came from your family.
Yeah.
Before you ever come to the dungeon, you came from the dungeon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I really they're gonna be like, why does man keep talking about science? But it's how you see cause and effect. You can tell that something. I can go outside, it's wet on the ground. I didn't have to see it rain. I know it rain.
Yeah.
That's easy. But there's a way where you can see the effect of something happening before it actually happens. You know what I'm saying? It's deep to explain it, but my point is, you can be part of something before you even knew it existed.
Yeah.
Just because of you, your nature, who you are. That's what makes you dungeon. Not because somebody said, okay, you can get in the dungeon. That don't mean nothing. You can get 1,000 tattoos. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Dungeon, where you find out you dungeon. And we found out you dungeon, but you was already dungeon. That's why everybody was like, yeah, he DF. And you like, yeah, I'm DF. But it's not that you wasn't DF, you just realized it. See, realization just means that it became real to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was already real.
It was already real. Yeah.
I just realized 2 + 2 is 4, 2 + 2 is 4 before you realized it. You just realized it. It became
you ain't
real.
Discover it. You just
really believe it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you realize it. So it's like we realize it. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no way to it's like it's like if I came fake tomorrow, I've been fake my whole life. That hates every realism ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you come fake one time, you fake.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's not to say that nobody's 100% perfect. But what I'm saying is, you ever been a girl? You can do 1 million good thing, you do one bad thing.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't do
outweigh all that good you did. Yeah, I feel you.
when it don't, but it do.
Yeah, right.
But that's just humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bad,
Right.
or we consider something negative or offensive leaves a scar, a mark.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good is good, but at the same time, we can start taking that for granted.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm a Libra. You don't want it too good, because too good makes you weak.
Yeah.
I tell people I take the path of least resistance for electricity and suckers. You know what I'm saying? Like taking the easy way, don't build strength.
Right.
Build muscle. Sometimes
Right.
you take it easy because it makes sense, but it don't always make sense to take the easy way, because the easy way is not necessarily the easy way. It might be easy physically, it might be hard on your soul, it might be easy, hard on your mind. The outcome later on, you have to be able to, through life and through gaining some type of ability to be able to see things before they happen.
Right.
If it's gonna happen, it already happened. See, that we don't be understanding.
Yeah.
There's no sense. I can see, look at my wife 1 second, 2 seconds, 3. That's a mental thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything happened all at one time. You can take you ever see where somebody do like a bombing or something like that? And I ain't gonna get graphic, but and they slow it down on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see every little thing. When it exploded, you couldn't see all that. You just said it was an explosion. Like
Right.
it's one.
Right.
When you slow it down, you start seeing everything that happened.
Yeah.
All the different pieces of it.
Yeah.
Time is just a way for us the way we measure time is a way for us to internalize and to make sense of reality.
Right.
We're still very young.
Yeah.
Like I said, 1 second. We can't realize everything all at one time. It happened all at one time.
Yeah.
That's why you perceive it different.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny you
go to count a minute in their head. It's gonna be like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. That's somebody 5 years old count a minute and a half, 10 seconds. That's amazing.
Right.
Time is relative.
Yeah.
But really it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Don't think relative to. Hey, bro, meet me at Greenbrier Thursday at 10 o'clock. So we'll be at the same place in space.
Yeah.
Simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
That's what time is.
Mm.
When you move through space, you move through time because they're the same thing. It's like me taking my jeans and telling you to go in there and take them apart and bring me back some cotton and some acrylic. It's over with. It's jeans now.
Yeah.
There is no unweaving.
Right.
You can't unring that bell. Time and space are one thing. Scientists call it space-time. So when you move through space, you move through time.
Yeah.
You can move backwards, forward, left, right, up, down, diagonal through space. How come you can't do it through time? You can't. I can move. If me and you leave the same place and I go twice as fast as you, am I not going to get there first?
Exactly.
When I get there and you halfway there, I'm in your future, you in my past. We're both in our present, because that's the only thing that's real. Past don't exist no more, and the future is theoretical until it happens. You're always going to be in the present.
Man.
Be in the future. Because when I go to the future, that's y'all future, which is now my present.
Yes.
If I go to the past, that's y'all past, which is now my present.
Yes.
When you call your name present, if you're not there, and you're gonna be there, that don't mean nothing. It's present.
Bro, these are bars right now, man. These are nuclear weapons you're dropping on my head right now, bro. These are.
It's me. I don't really catch me like how you come up. I said you came up with that.
Yeah.
You realize
it. Like you just said, you realize
it. Keep waking up every day. And what I'm doing is, I think it was Michelangelo or somebody said, when you take a block of granite, the sculpture's already there.
Yeah.
You're not making a sculpture. You're stripping away the unnecessary stuff so you can see it. So you can see. I see. If I'm the sculptor, I already see the sculpture. I can just look at 12 blocks all day. I see the sculpture already.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
Right.
So make it where you can see it. When I hear a beat, I hear the verse.
Yeah.
The beat is giving me the verse.
Yes.
You don't know what I hear. I just like, you don't hear it. You don't hear it. You don't see it. You don't I can see colors in it. So I gotta make you try hard as I can to make you feel and see and hear what I hear. Experience what I'm experiencing as close as I can get. Yeah. The only way I can get is to literally from within myself, step outside myself so you can step inside me. And that's what art is.
Yeah.
It's not the creation of something from nothing and all these garbage. You know what I'm saying? Art is to connect with something or somebody so deeply, or connect with other people through your art so deeply that they basically about 99% become you.
Become you, like you say, seeing through your eyes. I love that, man.
So you can't love that. Except for artists, a true artist. You think I'm lying? I can show you 10 photographs right now. If you're into photography, you can name. I'll tell you, oh, that's a such and such photograph. That's a camera taking them pictures. How you know who took the picture? When you talking about drawing or writing, how you know who took that picture? Because that machine can't stop you from being an artist. Why? It could be one photographer. That would be okay. It could be one dude making beats if the computer did the beats.
Yeah.
But why he beats out different? He got same computer. Because it don't matter about that. It don't matter about matter. It's energy.
Yeah.
It's energy. It matters way more than what's outside. You know what I mean?
I love it, bro. Man, this has been an awesome, awesome conversation, an awesome
I'm sorry, man.
lesson today.
No, your battery down, bro.
No, you good, bro. You good, man. It's good chopping it up with you for sure.
Cassette tapes, memory cards, batteries, and Wi-Fi for years. I had this one dude say, we was in New York or something. He came with me. We had a hotel. He came to the hotel room. He interviewed me. I think he asked me like 3 questions. He had changed it. That was back when they were using a digital recorder.
Yeah.
Let me change my battery, change my tape, right? That tape. Reed laughed. He said, I was like, yeah, so what is it? He's like, really, man? I had like 20 questions. I was going to ask you 3 of them. You answered like 25 questions. He answered 5 questions. I didn't think that. But it's like, because if you say we can do an interview, and there's that word again, interview. See, I'm getting a view on you, you get a view on me. It's not just you. See, people think the interviewer is the interviewer, get insight on the interviewee. No, we're both. You see what I'm saying?
It's a conversation, yeah.
Exchange, interview. But inter relation, getting what's more on the inside. It's obvious what's on the outside. I seen your videos, I heard your song. The purpose of the interview is to get more in depth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And while you get more in depth on me, I'm gonna get more in depth on you. But guess what? We both get more in depth on ourselves.
Yeah.
Because collisions cause damage. Creation, destruction. You can't create nothing without destroying something. You can't destroy nothing without creating something. Period. That's just what works.
I love it, bro.
So I'm gonna make an omelet. Tell me you ain't destroy something. Go outside and knock something down and tell me you didn't create something. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Everything affects everything. Once people learn that, they'll be a little bit more careful about how they affect them.
Yeah.
Trying to, and don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? For all y'all kids out there, ain't perfect. Nowhere near. So boy, stuff I couldn't tell you about if you're 75 years old. But my point is this: it ain't about being perfect. Because the other side of that thing, when I say we chase perfection, but you can never attain it, you can't search for something that you already got. See, everything is perfect, is my opinion. Because however it is the way it's supposed to be. And that's the definition of perfect, when something is exactly how it should be. People say, man, my tie busted. Okay, you ran over a nail. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be busted.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Right.
If you ran over a nail and the sky would have exploded, that'd have been weird.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't care if you got birth defects. I don't care if you're different colors. I don't care if you got dwarfism. I don't care if you're 90 feet tall. I don't care if you died at birth. Not that I don't care, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's still perfect because it's an order.
Yeah.
That we understand in our little counting of 60 seconds around the face of the clock every minute. That don't mean because your internal clock keeps switching every time you was around.
Yeah.
Time passes different in different places. That's why they say theory of relativity. If you're on a planet with heavy gravity, time passes way faster than it do. I mean, literal time. Your watch will go faster. They don't prove it.
Right.
If you take you take a clock, 2 atomic clocks. They did it. Left one on the Earth and they put one up in space and orbited it. So the one up in space doesn't have any gravity effect, and it's moving way faster. The one in space ended up being like 1,000th or whatever it was second.
Yeah.
Faster than the other clock. Now they were synced. We're talking about atomic clocks. There is no more accurate clock. They were synced to the nanosecond. When it came back down, the clock was the one on they was unsynced
Mm-hmm.
because time is relative to speed, distance,
Yeah.
gravity, all the rest of it. It's a perspective.
Right.
Same way, that's why I say, okay, you got matter, you got energy. What's the third thing? What's the third thing? Matter, energy. We understand that, but what's the third thing? Oh, because guess what? Without a consciousness to observe this universe, what would be the point?
Right.
Same thing as it not being. If there was no one here alive here in this universe to see the universe, it's exactly the same thing as the universe not being here. So if we not here, it wouldn't be here. We reality smiths. We make reality. The way we think. That's why prayer works.
Mm-hmm.
When you concentrate on something, that works. That's for real.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think you could be on you could be at the football. You could tell somebody, look, you just look. Somebody looking at you. You can feel the presence when you walk in the room. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about the grandmama, she called you. Whatever. There's a million different examples.
Yeah.
It's just like today, I was an hour and 10 minutes late getting on this call. But guess what? An hour and 10 minutes ago, it would have been a different conversation. Not to say it would have been good or bad, but
Yeah.
if you satisfied with your conversation, then I wasn't late. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect.
I'm gonna use that with my boss on Monday. I'm like, I got here when I was supposed to get here.
Ask that dude that was walking in the World Trade Center. He had an argument with his wife. He missed his train. As he was getting ready to walk in, he looked up and saw the buildings falling. How perfect it was for him to be late.
Mm.
If he would have been on time, he'd have been in that mug. He was walking up to it and saw the building coming down. He was late. Never been late. Arguing with his wife missed. In New York, the train. He missed the train. So he was a few minutes late. Those few seconds, few minutes, he's still alive.
Right.
Not to say he would have died. I don't know. But my point is, every single decision, the most minusculest of things. You could be walking out to the house and say, oh, you know what? I think I left the stove on. Walk back in there and turn the stove off. Your car explode. Then what? If you would, even if the stove wasn't on, if you wouldn't have thought that, you'd been in that car when it exploded.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't literally seen somebody move, take a step, Andre 3000. You know how people get to shooting up in the air? Do not shoot guns in the air. New Year's, 4th of July, shoot into something that holds the bullets, whether it be a target, embankment. Don't shoot guns in the air because terminal velocity is 120 miles per hour, and a piece of lead coming out 120 miles per hour will kill you just like it coming out the gun. But anyway, that's for the kids. Don't shoot no gun, period, if you can help it. But if you're going to shoot a gun, don't shoot in the air because everything that goes up will have to come back down if it's not going fast enough to go in orbit. So, that's for the kids. But anyway, he was sitting on top. It was one New Year's. He's sitting there chilling, talking. Like you said, we're talking a bit more. So he happened to get up off the car. Right after he got off the car, 2 holes right where he was sitting there.
Wow.
So if he was just a little bit lazy or a little bit more slag, 2 holes would have been in him, not the car. He didn't know that was going to happen. Or maybe he did, because it's another kind of knowing that ain't got nothing to do with memory and recitation and recall. It's what we call instinct.
Mm-hmm.
But how can I hate to go back to ants, but how can an ant be born? Go straight to work. They know their job like they've been doing it 100 years. They have genetic memory. They have the memory of every ant that came before them. Now, I ain't trying to say we better than nobody else, but if an ant got genetic memory, that's what we call instinct. Yeah. Our baby don't smile and laugh. How you know the Bobby's had the music? First time he hear it. You like it. When you smile at him, he smile back at you. How you know to do that?
Yeah.
Why is he looking at you? Why you recognize faces? The first time he did everything, it was as if he had did it before. Because everybody before him did it.
Wow.
And we got genetic memory. Every human being on this planet are genetically blood relatives. You can't be more than, I think it's, look this up, kids, but I think it's 50th cousins and still be in the human race. Every human being is cousins.
Yeah.
All the way up to brothers and all that. You're related. Yeah. That's what it is. But we are more closely related. You can take a chimpanzee from one side of Africa and compare his genes to a chimpanzee from the other side of Africa. And then you take a human being from Mongolia or somewhere and compare it to a human being in Atlanta, Georgia. We're more closely related. Humans are the most closely related, if I remember this correctly, diverse, complex organisms like mammals on this planet. We come from one bloodline, one, which means if you keep going back on the family tree, it goes back to one family. So we all one family.
Yeah.
We come from one, you know what I'm saying, source.
Yeah. Right.
There were other sources, but they died off.
Yeah.
The ones that's still here come from a common source. You go outside right now, get a piece of wood out of that tree, go analyze it. There's strands of DNA in that tree that you got. Everything that's alive got common things to it.
Yeah.
That's why a fly embryo, I think it's a rat embryo, a human embryo look just like at certain stages. How a fly embryo gonna look like a human embryo? Because everything started out the same.
Yeah. Wow.
Vehicle just changed.
Vehicle change. I love it, bro.
I go get a Benz right now. But if I start thinking I ain't big Rube because I got a Benz, then I shouldn't have got that Benz. Because that Benz is going to be gone way before I'm not me.
Yeah. I feel
but
you.
all that they say matter are subject to the law of entropy. And all that means is everything going to decay. And decay ain't got nothing to do with death and spoiling. Decay just means the state of something becoming not that state. In other words,
right,
an ordered system will always become chaotic. A chaotic system will become ordered eventually. You can take marbles and throw them outside. If you throw enough of them out there long enough, you go outside and get a word on the ground. You ain't try to do that. How's that word right there? Because if you keep throwing them, they say you put enough chimpanzees in a room with typewriters, they can write Shakespeare. They can try to write Shakespeare, they just hitting on the keys. Yeah. You ain't never just show keys and put a word on the street.
Yeah.
Right. Some cats try to put words up there, they ain't putting nothing up there. But the point is, it doesn't matter because anything that's what we call material, is going to not be what it was designed to be eventually, and it goes back to where it came from. Yeah. You build a house and don't touch it. You can put plastic on your sofa. You can never step on the carpet. You can walk off and lock that bug and wrap it in plastic. Come back in 100 years, it's gonna look like somebody did this dog in that house because it will disorder because ain't no sitting still. Everything is moving. Yeah. All our atoms is doing like this. So if atoms is doing like this, eventually miss.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Even Jordan ain't hit no 100% of his shots. I don't care how much you practice. So it's like everything will become disordered. It will become not functional as for what it's supposed to be, except energy. Energy transcends space and time. Energy don't have no entropy. You can't create it, you can't destroy it. The only thing you can do is move around. So you have always been here. Yeah. Since the universe has been here. Yeah. You can't die. That's why they had a group nerd. Nobody ever really dies. Death sounds final and it's all scary, but it's not death. It's just like saying going from 8th grade to 9th grade is death. It's not death, is a transition. You were scared of it because you ain't know what it was gonna be. Yeah. But you might have a couple of homeboys in 9th grade that can be like, hey, it's cool. So you be a little less scared, but you're still scared until you get there and you're like, oh, this is cool. Yeah. But ain't nobody never came back from the dead and tell you it was cool, so it's scary. But really, man, it's like I ain't gonna keep you on here forever because I know you know. But think about it. I leave you with this. Since we love music, Queen, one of the greatest, especially soundtrack groups in the history of what Freddie Mercury sang. They got a song, the on the Highlander, where he say, "Who wants to live forever?" Why would you want to live forever unless you're 100% satisfied with this? Ain't nothing wrong with this because this is something. It's just like lifting weights. Yeah. I don't want to lift weights. I want to do the result of lifting weights.
I want the result of lifting weights, right?
Right. I don't care nothing about pulling money out of my pocket. A bunch of pieces of paper, dirty as it. Dirty pieces of paper. Yeah. I don't care about that. I care about the Xboxes and houses and food and cars. Yeah. And stuff I can get with the money. Right. Get it without the money, I don't care about money. Yeah. You don't care about money. You care about having whatever it is that you desire. Yeah. And the system that we set up is money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you play football, you play baseball, it ain't about touchdowns. It ain't about home runs. It ain't about dunking no basketball. It's about winning. If you come competing, you want to win. Yeah. So you do what you got to do to win. And if you're gonna play that game, you gotta play by the rules in that uniform. So if you don't want to wear the uniform and you don't want to play by the rules, you don't want to play that game.
There you have it. There you have it, y'all. Big Rube, man. Dropping nothing but rubies. Call these big rubies right here. So, Rube, before we get out of here, man, I want you to just give your social handles, and then we go do what we like to do on this show, where we create a playlist together to kind of commemorate the conversation, and we'll call that playlist "Sliding with Big Rube." So go ahead and give out your your info, or how people can get at you if they want to work with you.
On IG it's Big Rube ATL. On Facebook is facebook.com/Big Rube DF. On Twitter, I got in there early when I first heard about it. It's just Big Rube. That's on there. You can hit me on my SoundCloud, YouTube, whatever. Leave a message, however you want to get it. You know what I'm saying? But if we're going to any of that, it's going to have my email. Connect, hit me up, leave me a number, whatever. I'm with mine. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, Facebook, Big Rube DF. I'm sorry, Facebook.com/Big Rube DF. IG, Big Rube ATL, and Twitter @Big Rube.
Nice.
Oh, and you want to email me? It's Ruben Bailey, RubenBailey @gmail.com.
Man, bro, it's been a pleasure, bro. Dungeon Family's on, man. Big Rube. So let's go ahead and Charcoal. There it is. There it is, bro. So let's go ahead and come up with this playlist. I got my 5 songs, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your 5 first, and then I'll let we'll go in from there.
All right. Rock Box by Run DMC.
Ooh, see, Kindred Spirits, bro. Run DMC is my favorite group all time, bro. Any genre, it don't matter, bro. Daryl and Joe.
Boy.
Man, I love you.
Follow the leader for lyrics. Rakim. And for flows, microphone thing, I'm going to get him out of the way. Cell therapy.
Okay, of course.
Obvious reason.
Of course.
This song called My Great Nation on Society of Soul album. So we can do 5.
Yeah. I'm so glad you brought up Society of Soul, because I wanted to ask you, man. Y'all need to do another one, bro. It's been too long, man. That first one was classic.
You might see the same cats, but I don't know if we're going to use the name. For some reason, Steve shy away from that, but I think it's because I'm not sure if we can use that without including some LaFace type joints or whatever.
I got you. I got you.
I don't really care because, like your boy Shakespeare say, what's in a name? If it's us, it's us. I don't care if you name it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rap Scallions. You know what I'm saying? But what was that for?
So we got Run DMC, Rockbox. You said Follow the Leader by Airbnb and Rakim?
Follow the Leader for lyrics and microphone thing for the flow technique.
Okay, so 2 Rakim joints. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, bro. So I think we got 5. So we got Run DMC, Rockbox, Goody Mob, Cell Therapy. What was the song by Society of Soul?
It's called My Great Nation.
My Great Nation.
GREAT. MIGRAT.
Okay.
My Great Nation.
My Great Nation. Okay. Love it.
Branch out. Well, can I give you 3 honorable mentions?
Yeah, of course. Of course we can do that.
Because it's hard. Well, okay, I give you 3 honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
Well, actually, I really want to give this is a little bit more than an honorable mention. About 17 Nirvana songs. Just pick one, folks. Just throw a rock at Nirvana.
Come As You Are. Let's do Come As You Are.
Come As You Are, man.
Yeah.
Kurt was just one of the greatest writers. People got like, I'm tell you why he one of the greatest writers. He be saying such poignant stuff that you can't handle it, so he'll mumble on purpose.
Ooh.
Make you work. He do it. Listen to Kurt's song.
Yeah.
He talks there. He doing that on purpose, make you can't understand him.
Mm-hmm.
Because want to understand it bad enough, you'll try. And if you type cat that ain't worried about understanding it, then you weren't ready for it no way. So if you really want to hear what he, because it was so dope, you're like, what did he say?
Mm-hmm.
He mumbling it on purpose, make you work for it, like a code.
Right.
So and then man, it's kind of ugly, man, because KRS-One made me want to rap so Criminal Minded.
Okay.
Man, I can't really. You need 5 songs, man. You made it's hard, bro.
I know.
Hard.
Give me one more. Just first thing that pop in your head. One more song. Make it. How about this? How about give me another DF song.
Another DF song?
Yeah, another DF song.
Damn, I really want to give you two. Okay.
Excalibur. Give me two. Two DF songs.
Excalibur and What Is Rap.
See,
my two favorite songs out of DF album.
Listen, you cheating, bro, because Excalibur was on my list. You cheating, man, bro.
Excalibur, I'm telling you something about Excalibur. Concept-wise, I'm thinking where they stuck it wrong. I can't tell them don't spell it like that. Dungeon, Knights, Dragons, the whole joint, Excalibur. Yes. I told you X and Caliber because nobody knows your caliber, your work. You don't even know your work. That's what I was trying to do.
Ooh, so unknown. That
but
unknown.
I was on that song with Goody Mob, and I got a rap of the month in the magazine for that.
For Excalibur?
For Excalibur, yeah. They wrote that for that verse in the magazine. And then What Is Rap got wrote up too for a verse. The only reason there's 2 verses on there is nobody want to rap after me without just, really, cats was like, really? Not that they didn't want to rap.
No, I feel you.
It was like, job was done. Ain't no point.
Yeah, what else can we say?
Right. Okay, put some more icing on the ice.
Right.
So Ray said, I'm going to just put some hip-hop stuff at the end. But sometimes, like I say, it ain't about how many verses or how many bars or none of that. It's about it's done when it's done. When the job is done, the job is done.
All right, so we got the last 2 was Excalibur, and what was the other one? The last one?
What Is Rap?
What Is Rap? Okay, from the same. Yeah, they both from that Even in Darkness album.
He came over my house and he was like, "You know what my favorite song is by you?" He said, "What Is Rap?" And then bust the whole verse. From Snow on the Bluff.
Yeah, yeah.
He came over my house and bust the whole What Is Rap verse. That was hard. He said, "My brother made me learn that verse."
Wow.
So I was like, wow, because out of all the things that people that said to me, nobody ever did that. I was like, that was the most original one. Because nobody ever just came up to me and said, it's the What Is Rap verse. You proved it by busting the whole verse.
Right.
Usually it's one of the spoken word joints.
Yeah, of course.
It's something that people don't realize until I tell them. It's not one spoken word joint on the Dungeon Family album. I was like, I'm not doing no spoken word on this thing.
You told me that. We talked offline and you told me that. And then I went back. I ain't even think about it till I went back after you said that. I was like, dang, he right.
I don't have to. You got to do it. No, I don't. I ain't got to do it because when I didn't do it, you didn't even notice it because I gave you dope rap verses.
Yeah.
If I'm getting the job done, it doesn't matter what format is getting done in.
Right.
What matters is how you receive it.
Exactly.
As long as I'm giving it, as long as I'm giving it for the right reasons, and you receiving it, it don't matter whether it's a rap cadence,
or
an interview, or a drawing, or a sculpture, or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So we got your. It looked like you got.
You don't have to be trapped into doing nothing, man. You can do anything your mind can conceive of, and still achieve anything you want to achieve with it. Period.
Amen.
The only thing that stop you is the limitations of your own imagination or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Can't nobody get in your way. Can't nobody stop you from doing nothing except yourself. You're the only person that can ever be your own enemy. You're the only person that can be an obstacle. No, so don't get trapped. Blame me while you're a kid. Understand you can believe me because you know what I'm saying to somebody tell you not to believe me. But trust me, anything you want to do, anything you want to be, however you want to do it, it's possible, bro. Because if it wasn't possible, you would not be able to conceive it in your mind.
Right. So let me go ahead and give you my 5, and then we go get
another 10 minutes talking, but go and give you your
5. All right. So I'm going with Liberation from Outkast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with, just because you guys kind of remind me of like a hip hop version of Funkadelic. I wanted to throw some Funkadelic on there. Plus, that just kind of takes me back to being a kid, listening to music in the living room with Pops. Pops always had some Funkadelic and some, all that good stuff from the 70s and stuff. So we're going to go with You and Your Folks, Me and My Folks by Funkadelic off of the Maggot Brain album.
Wow.
Since you stole my Excalibur, because I really had that on my list, we go
man,
go.
I can wield that sword.
I'll let you have that. We gonna go with 13th Floor, another Outkast one featuring my big homie Big Rube, and let's go with and this is how I just really know this selection was meant to be, because you talked about this a few times during the conversation, and this is one of my selections. We're gonna go with "We Are One," Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. I think that's if this playlist had to have a main idea, I think that would be it. You know, "We Are One" by Frankie Beverly, Maze featuring Frankie Beverly, and then you know, I always like to choose one local. I rarely ever will I choose myself, but I chose myself because me and this man right here have a fire song together called Writer's Appetite, the reprise. So I had to throw that on there. Shawcore featuring Big Rube and my girl Eliana from the band The Real Clash. So there you have it. I think we normally have 10, but of course we got a special guest, Big Rube, today. So we went a little overboard, but that's all right. We got I think we got 14 joints on.
The appetite is tremendous. The appetite is tremendous.
Yes, yes.
My first line.
Yes.
Appetite was an homage to NWA.
Nice, nice. From Appetite for Destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The only dude in NWA that got MC in front of his name.
Yes, yes.
He the only MC they ever look in the dictionary to.
Really?
Where he said, "In words that bite me, just taint me."
Mm.
I said, "What do you say?" I was trying to figure out what he said. He said, "Just taint." I said, "What do you say?" He said, "Just taint me." I looked up the word, taint, to make them pure, or to degrade by poorly copying.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I always thought Ren was a close second to Cube. I mean, Cube was my favorite. But I thought Ren, and you know, just like we kind of started out the conversation talking about, I always thought Ren had a dope voice, though. His voice was so dope.
I'm be honest with you, bro. Q, don't get me wrong, he's a writer. MC Ren MC.
Yeah.
That boy can rap, boy.
Yeah, he can.
And he also a real street dude, so you know what I mean. Q went to school and college and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he had no sense to elevate past that. And I'm not saying Ren don't have sense, but Ren was really in it.
Yeah.
You know
yeah, right.
So, those few things that might keep him from, move forward.
I you know,
like Hard Boy came out. The reason they never come out no second album because all three of them never out jail at the same time.
Oh.
They were really the Hard Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not saying nothing bad or nothing good about that.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of fact. It's hard to make a song together if you can't never physically be together.
Right. Right.
But we got Zoom and all the rest of it. So,
yeah.
I song with a cat, I ain't gonna call his name because he was sneaking with himself. I had talked to his mama, talked to him, took 6 months. This song when they was using studio in jail. He got transferred and all the rest of that, but he wasn't supposed to use it for outside. We did a song. We got it done. It's jamming too. But it's like can't nobody stop you. Man.
Yeah.
Man, you try to do something that is really important and you really need to do it. You can get it done if you want to do it.
Yeah.
If you can't get it done, it wasn't that important.
Yeah. All right, bro. Again, man, I appreciate you being on the show today, bro. This was fun, man. I really enjoyed this. Enlightening, entertaining, everything that, MCs bring to the table like yourself. So I appreciate you, bro. And we'll talk soon.
I appreciate you letting me get my talking in. I run my mouth, but at least I try to have something.
No, you left us with a lot to chew on, bro, and I appreciate that for sure.
I appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you already know where I'm at. You already got me locked in. I got you locked in. I'll let you boy whenever you need it.
For sure. Right on to the real, death to the fakers. All right, bro. Yep. Peace. All right, y'all. There it is. We went a little overtime, but that's all right because it's not every day you get to talk to a living legend from one of the most legendary music outfits in the game, the Dungeon Family. I want to thank Big Rube again for just chopping it up with me today. And you guys know, make sure you follow the show slides. Make sure you check for this playlist, Sliding with Big Rube. Like I say, tomorrow ain't promised. Yesterday's gone. Do something dope today. All right, y'all. Peace.